Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Thanks to the reckless antics of liberal politicians across the globe, ISIS is now spreading like a cancer into Europe, Canada, and the United States, as these third-world country vermin are now posing as war-torn refugees. Their plans for a global Islamic caliphate is rapidly coming to fruition, as anyone criticizing the influx of refugees are immediately labeled bigots and racists, which is doing nothing but contributing to the rise of power of these barbaric degenerates who continue to vote to wipe out the West. Now ISIS terrorists are threatening to send assassins to the homes of military and State Department personnel, after claiming to have gained entry to a very alarming set of documents. The Daily Mail reports ISIS has claimed it has hacked the U.S. Army and State Department and is sending assassins to employees' homes in a gruesome new propaganda video. The video released by ISIS hacking group Islamic Ghosts of the Caliphate also declares, Muslims will return to being masters of the world and kings of the earth. It starts with disturbing images of maimed or killed Syrian and Iraqi children, while a voice says in Arabic, "The Islamic State did not start the war against you, and you will pay a great price, as your sons will return to you as amputees or in coffins." It continues, "We have sent the information to our lone wolves to assassinate you and to increase frequent jihadist operations against you." The video then shows a series of American websites with the names and addresses of employees which the group claims to have gained after hacking the sites. The examples of hacked websites shown in the video are not from the State Department or U.S. Army but other lower security sites, including the Geological Society of Nevada and the National Caves Association. This type of jihad would be relatively easy to accomplish. ISIS militants would love to just set off massive bombs at airports or go on massive shooting rampages as a way to take out their enemies. But these types of operations not only require equipment, but it's extremely difficult for terrorists to pull off these types of plots, as our intelligence communities are usually able to catch wind of what's going on by tracking their communication systems. So like any well-trained army, ISIS is quickly realizing that they must change their tactics and go for more lone wolf attack type of operations. In ISIS' latest magazine edition of Rumia, yes, ISIS has a publication, believe it or not, they are now advising their foot soldiers to use Craigslist as a way to harness the power of the internet to find victims for Allah. There's several different chilling scenarios that the terrorists offer their readers, providing them with creative ways to slaughter as many people as possible, by luring their victims to locations by posing as sellers on Craigslist. Here's the story from PJ Media. The Islamic State magazine that has published tutorials on vehicle, knife and arson attacks as a tool of lone jihad is now encouraging terrorists to acquire guns at shows and shops and take hostages not for ransom but to create as much carnage and terror as one possibly can. The latest issue of Rumia magazine, distributed online in 10 languages including English, offers another installment of the Just Terror Tactics series, praising lone jihadists including U.S. terrorists who have set heroic examples with their operations. The objective of taking hostages, would-be jihadists are told, is not to hold large numbers of the kafir hostage in order to negotiate one's demands, but to sow terror with a language of force, the language of killing, stabbing and slitting throats, chopping off heads, flattening them under trucks, and burning them alive, until they give the jizya, tax, while they are in a state of humiliation. In another scenario, ISIS tells their minions to lure their targets by placing ads for unemployment, where they could rent a fake office and then murder each victim as they arrive at the fake interview site. Barack Hussein Obama must be so freaking proud of his little creation now that ISIS has grown into a gigantic hemorrhoid. Not only did this treasonous president create ISIS and then arm them with billions of dollars worth of military equipment, he was exposed this week as having protected Hezbollah, where he shut down several active investigations into the Iranian terror group in order to appease Iran and secure the nuclear deal he made with them. Obama and his sidekick Iranian terrorist buddy Valerie Jarrett can just sit back and freaking laugh as the world now goes down in flames.